What's up, everybody? I'm back. Domi, salute to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good new year. 2022 was a crazy year. You know, a lot of ups and downs throughout that year. But overall, it was great. You know, it was a great year. Crazy year, but it was a great year. Um, you know, a lot of things happen in life for a reason, I believe. I'm all about putting that positive energy out there. And at one time, myself was very negative, doing negative things, and that's just not where I'm at. At this time in my life, I definitely don't want to go back. You find yourself surrounded in the negativity 24/7. So you can find positivity out of anything. So going to this story, bro, it's basically Hell in a Cell, talking about some of the things that's happened, and also some of the things that like mentality wise, that you go through being locked up inside of a place, the size of your bathroom, right? One of the things that people struggle with is staying out of trouble while they're in prison, because like, oh, you got to follow the rules. I mean, you make it sound so easy. You make it seem like there ain't no violence going on. We just sitting here programming and all that. That's not happening. You know, most people ain't programmed. I can tell you that right now. Some people want to program, but they can't, because either they got STG files, which is gang files, and then if you have an STG file, you can't work a lot of certain jobs. I mean, you just not gonna work it. Sometimes you might slip through, but I mean, it's a rare case. You know, people you might know, you might have been at a prison, 7 years ago, with the dude that was with the officer that was just a regular officer. Now he a captain or something. He might try to help you slide up in there or something, man. But and that just brings me to, like, they treat people, SCG gang files like, oh yeah, we nothing, bro. We just like scum of the earth. And then they label a lot of people STG files without even being in STG. Just because you hang out with the ethnic group doesn't mean that hey, bro, listen, you this, you that. Nah, bro, nah. But they do it, And again, it's like a whole evolving, thing that goes on and on. So, being locked up in a cell like that 24 hours a day, of course, you had to do something to get in there, right? You're not innocent. So I don't want to sit here and say all those years spent behind in a single cell was, innocence, because that's not the case at all. But regardless of the fact, it still takes a big toll on you, bro. I mean, at the time, you get used to it. You're like, man, we used to do 60, 90 days, 30 days inside of basically like your bathroom, basically, And it's not like, we made it seem like, oh yeah, but it's the same. There's the same cells, bro. There's the same cells in the box, or the same cells in the compound. That's the same ones. One compound, you get to go out, but you technically still live in that closet with the bathroom, So either way, box or not box, you just got to learn how to, project your mind out of that place, walk back and forth, push ups, think about ideas, try to grow. And being in confinement, I've seen a lot of stuff. I mean, some crazy stuff. Thinking that, oh, you in confinement, you safe. That's not true. That's not true. You're not safe. Furthest from the truth. Don't let you have a bunkie. For example, I remember one time, I'm sitting there, somebody did something to one of my peoples or whatever. And, he went to a cell, but he had a bunkie, Remember, anybody would do anything if the price is right. Just never forget that. And that basically ended what happened. He got into an issue. He ended up getting a fight with his bunkie. I don't know what happened, but he got in a fight with his bunkie. His bunkie started beating him, hitting him with a lock. I don't even know, because certain compounds you can have all your property. Usually you're not supposed to have that when you're in confinement, but this was different. This compound was different, but he basically got, and he was on PC, meaning that both of them that was in that cell was protected custody. And let me specify protected custody to you guys. Protected custody is when you check in. For the people that don't know, checking in means like you say you in fear of your life. In order to check in, you got to snitch. I mean, that's just, it's the case. You can't say, hey, SARS, I'm in fear of my life. Can you put me in confinement? And they're like, okay, why are you in fear of your life? Tell us something. Tell us where some drugs are at. Tell us where knives are at. Tell us where something at. And then you'll go, right? Another reason why is if you get in a fight. and if you lose that fight, they're gonna put you on protected custody. Or if you get stabbed, you get protected custody as well. So those are the things that go. And even though you try to sign off of it, it's just that's how it's set up. I guess to protect you or whatever. So, but though I know that dude that got beat up and hit with a lock, he definitely checked in. I don't know about the other guy. I don't know why he was on PC. I didn't ask him. But another time, I was sitting there and I don't know what happened. I did. That's when I was doing time with Shine or whatever. But anyways, I was in confinement, bro, and I was chilling in the room, right? And I had a corner room. It was dope. I love the corner room because you can see the whole pod. And then, you get on your phone and you do whatever you want. And you can hear them coming. You got time to put stuff away. So next thing I know, they're like, they come in. I put my stuff away. They're bringing in somebody in, right? And I look at it. At this institution, you can kind of buck. You're like, nah, bro, I ain't putting him in. Nah, hell nah. He ain't coming to my room, bro. You say, you gonna get another DR? You gonna get a DR? I'm like, man, I don't care, bro. He ain't coming up because you see some really legit psych patients, man. Legitly psych patients where, it's mind-boggling how what's going on, bro. So you're like, yo, you're not gonna lock me in this cell 24 hours with this dude, bro. You tripping? Nah, this ain't gonna happen. But it was a dude that I used to see in a compound. He used to be, rocking with my peoples, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, bet you can come in. So he came in. And bro, tell me why this dude's like geeked up off of Molly, bro. Geeked. I was like, oh man, I played, because when you geeked off of Molly, because Molly at the time, man, people like Molly was like, oh yeah, Molly. But it's like really, it was supposed to be pure MDMA, but it wasn't like that, man. It was like meth based. And so people would be staying up for days and days and tweaking out and then just going to go pop off on people, for no reason, honestly. So when I seen him, I was like, ah, man. So I'm not really thinking too, but in my mind, I'm like, bro, this dude's about to stay up 24 hours. He's going to be paranoid. And sure enough, he was super paranoid. Oh, my people finna get me. This, that, another, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you tripping. And he'll be like looking out the window. I'm saying, bro, we in confinement. Who's going to get you? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to come through the holes in the window? Like, who going to come get you, bro? And I said, yo, you tripping, bro. You tripping. And he was like, nah, yeah, maybe you right. He was like, but bro, I think they trying to come get me, bro. So I started laughing like this. I'm like, bro, they can't come get you, man. And as the night goes on, he's doing more and more of it, because they had pink Molly, they had white Molly, they had yellow. They had all these different times, and some were stronger than the other ones. But though he was so geeked out, and so they come to get his property, and a dude throws a knife inside the cell. I'm like, that got my attention. Like, I'm like, bro, like, why? Now I'm thinking the opposite. Like, damn, bro, you trying to hit me up, bro? That's what I thought. Cause why you need a knife in confinement, right? Maybe if you're on CM you do, but not back there you don't. So I'm like, so now I'm paranoid, but I'm not on Molly. I tried Molly, I'll be honest, but I never liked it. So, and I'm like, bro, I'm paranoid. I'm super, super paranoid. And I'm like, hey, man, what you got that knife for? I asked him straight up, like he gonna tell me, oh, I got the knife for you, bro. Nah, he ain't gonna tell me nothing. But, I was just like, I asked him, I said, man, you got a knife? Because, I don't care what people say, it's the reactions, But now he paranoid, he's cutting his eyes at me. I said, what's up, man? What's up? You trying to do something right now or something? He's like, well, what's up? Man, bro, I think they sent you at me. I said, nah, bro. I don't know what you on, bro. But you got it, not whatever. They doing showers at night, right? Thank God it happened like this, man, right? So now we're doing showers at night, and they usually cuff us in the back, right? But it's institution, they're kind of lenient, you know what I'm saying? So they were cuffing us in the front and walking us to the shower. And but I don't know why they told me to cuff up in the back, right? I don't know why they told me to cuff up in the back, but I went to go cuff up in my back. So you turn around, put your hands through the slot. I put my hand through the slot. I cuff up, and he goes to cuff up too. But like right when the police opens the door, he pulls out the knife, right? And so I like kick back with my foot and I kick his hand and he drops a knife. Okay, but then the officer pulls me out, because he sees what's going on. He just see me kick him, but he don't know why. And then he see the knife fall. And then, again, he's geeking. Nobody was sent for him to get me. It was just the dude was super paranoid, thinking I was gonna do something to him. But that wasn't the case at all, bro. So they pulled me out. They shut the door, bro. I got so luckily, I had a cell phone, but I kept it on me. Right, I had a cell phone with me at the time. I had it on me. So, because I never like leaving my cell phone in the room, because during showers they like to come in and search the room, right? So, anyways, and that was one of my biggest things. And I have like so much personal property, like, and at this time is when good stuff was on the canteen, not like it is like back in 2018, 19, whatever. And, back in like 16, 17, they had some great canteen items, like amazing. For the people that was there at that time, you know what I'm talking about. And so I have all a bunch of exclusive stuff. They were doing packages at that time. They stopped doing packages. I think packages came. I bought up like a bunch of people packages. I got all my stuff in there. And yeah, so he comes, he's like, I ain't going to the shower, bam, 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 bam. And he was like, man, they're like, man, I don't care about the shower, man. Give me that knife. He's like, nah. He's like, bro, just give me the knife, bro. You ain't gonna get in trouble. Like the officer telling him, bro, just give me the knife, bro. You're not gonna get in trouble. But if you make this an issue, you're gonna, which is straight at him, bro, to do that, because it could have turned out real bad and end up turning out real bad. He's like, nah, just paranoid. So I'm in the shower the whole time, bro. And me, of course, just like everyone else, bro, you can see someone getting killed, whatever. All you doing is worrying about property. You're like, damn, bro, I got all my, I hope, man, whatever. Who cares what's going on in there, bro? I need my property out, bro. He tripping. So again, you probably don't know this, but officers can't go into a cell where the dude has a knife. They just can't do it. Even if they, even if they put the goon squad, the SRT team with all the black, armor or whatever, that's for like hitting. That's not stab proof. So they couldn't do it. So the captains come. They got like a big can, like a Black Jesus they called it. They spraying him with gas in there, trying to get him to cuff up. And bro, he eating it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ain't too many people that can eat that gas. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not too many people. Nah. I'll tell you, I can't. In open area, if I'm fighting, I'm doing what I gotta do, and some, pepper spray in my face, I can eat that. That's straight. But when it's like cell wise, because they turn off the exhaust, so there's no, so they got climate control, but it's not AC, but not at all the prisons. That's only in certain prisons. Majority of them, it has an exhaust fan. So what happens is big as 2 exhaust fans in each wing of the dorm, and it turns on and it sucks air from outside through your thing and like that. Okay, so but when they gonna pepper spray somebody, they turn them off, so it's just still air. And I don't know if you notice or not, but a lot of the pepper spray takes the oxygen out of the air. So when a dude is getting sprayed, not only is he getting sprayed, but everybody in the wing is smelling that pepper spray and eating it too. I mean, it's just how it is. It affects everybody. After a while, you kind of can become immune to it. But it took me like a good couple years to even be able, because I almost died one time. Someone got sprayed in the shower, and I had the first cell next to the shower, and someone was spraying, and he was talking mad trash. He's like, "You ain't gonna do nothing, Cap. You ain't gonna do nothing, right?" And the Cap was like, "Okay, well, on this date at approximately 8:45 p.m., inmate whatever refused and did not cease his disorder actions. Chemical agents will be applied." He was like, "Cap, no, don't do it, yo." I'm like, bro, you were just talking so greasy, like you were just about that life, like you can eat that. Like I swear, I was like, damn, he about to eat it like that, bro. And my cell, and me not thinking about it, just laughing at this dude, and not laughing because the cops are doing it, just him, bro. It was just hilarious. And bro, the pepper spray came all in the cell, and I was like, couldn't breathe. Put my face in the toilet. I had throwing water all over me, trying to get some air. It was bad, bro. It was bad. Before you judge, man, we keep those toilets so clean you can, eat out of those toilet. Basically, people take hygiene serious. Well, not everybody. Let me take that back, but majority people take hygiene real seriously. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, they go for a long time, bro. And at that same time that happened, somebody dies in a different wing. I'm like, oh man, it's today just, you know what I'm saying? And then after the third can, so how typically is they give you, 3 bursts, psh, 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 3 1 second bursts, one time, and I do it a second time, and then they do a third. And if you still don't cuff up, they get the SR team with the turtle suits, and they rush in and try to get you out. That's just how it works. And let me take a sip of this coffee real quick. That's good. And then they rush in there and beat you up. But because there's a knife, they can't do that. So he's telling them, man, give me the knife. Give me the knife. So they got the thing called a dark team, where they bring a real live ammunition on the compound. Yes, there's live ammunition on the outsides of the gates and in the towers to stop people from, if you have a tower. Not all prisons have towers. Charlotte didn't have a tower. So they have one tower on the rec field, but that was just on the rec field. But other times they don't got it. So I know it sounds crazy, what I'm about to say, man. Life is so much simpler in those places. Like, I wouldn't say, I don't miss those places, but sometimes it feels like that. Because the sense of, I don't know, unity, sense of peace, even though there was problems going around all the time, it was a lot simpler, Those times definitely impacted my life, for sure. But yeah, anyways, he finally, they're talking about bringing the dark team, and so they're gonna shoot him. They're gonna legit shoot this man because he don't want to give him the knife. And I think once he, saw the gun, then that's when he threw the knife, right? And then they're like, but this time, bro, remember, all my stuff is in there. So they're going down, and by this time, I'm already in another cell with somebody else in the same wing. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Because I go down there, I said, he came, he was like, hey, man, your property. I'm like, yeah, where's my property at? He's like, man, I could take you up there, and you can see what you can save, man, but everything had pepper spray on it. They destroyed everything, bro. Everything. Guy was flooding the cell. He was, flooding it, because the water, when the pepper spray comes and if it hits water, it's straight. I mean, there's so many tricks I ain't going to put on here, bro. I ain't going to put on because I'm sure there's some CEOs watching. I ain't going to do that. So, yeah, man, I seen a lot of stuff, man. A lot of different stuff, bro, from a lot of different people. And, then once he sobered up, he said, damn, my bad, bro. My bad. It was just like, I'm like, damn, dog, all that for, bro, stay off that end, bro. Don't ever touch Molly in your life again. If it makes you do that, why you want to do it? I don't get it. So basically, anything you want is whatever you want, you can get. Put it like that. And yeah, man. But those are the things that this is one of the stories. Me else seeing the confinement, I see people get beat up all the time, and you know what fighting sounds like. Everybody know what fighting sounds like. Well, maybe you don't know what it sounds like in prison, but you hear the sneakers clashing like a basketball court, and then you start hearing bam, 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 and then within seconds, it's usually one person saying, "Ah, bro, stop, bro, stop," begging or whatever. That's why I ain't never understand, man. And people that know me from there is, I had some people on my ass at some time. A lot of times. What's the point of you balling up? You're going to get beat up or you're going to get wet up regardless. So why not try to fight? Because if you ball up, you making it easy for them, right? That don't make no sense. And I know I was getting about 5 dudes at one time. I was getting beat up, hitting the head with the lock. I ain't never balled up, bro. Ever. Those dudes, a lot of those dudes are free now and they can say that. You just got to try to keep moving, man. Got to be a warrior at heart. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate you guys sitting down and listening to the story for the people that's watching it. I hope you guys, enjoyed this video. I know it's definitely a fresher breath of air than a lot of the other drama I had going on last year. Again, I apologize to you guys for that. It's just like a dark, negative path. And, hopefully this, these videos can help somebody and definitely change, the way they see things about life, about jails, about, all these different things. And I got a pretty good video coming tomorrow. I think all my videos are pretty good, honestly. Not to toot my horn or nothing. But anyways, man, love you guys, man. Appreciate for watching. Next time.